Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer. If you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you. It's so nice to meet you. And if you're back, welcome back, guys. I invite y'all to subscribe if you have not done so already. I'd love to have you here. We have so much fun talking about luxury beauty and all the things. I invite you to join us here. Today we are going to go from day to night with this new palette by Goss. This was just released last week. It is exclusive to Beautylish. It has 6 pans, very large pans at that. Retails for $55 on the Beautylish website. The shades are numbered 1 through 6. You have 3 shimmer shades, 2 matte shades, and 1 topper shade, which is kind of like a celestial shade. I also purchased one of his eyeliners. Now, he came out with 3 eyeliners. I only got one because I was like, I just really want to try the formula and just see what it's about. I got the shade Precious Opal. Precious Opal, and I'll show you swatches here in just a second, but Precious Opal is a very beautiful shade. It is super soft, so soft. I don't know if I've tried an eyeliner that's been this soft. When I was swatching it, it almost broke. So be careful, y'all. This guy is $14. They're $14 a piece. I think you can buy them in a set too, but I'd have to look. We're gonna see how we got from day to night with this palette and this eyeliner. Let's do it. Going in first with this shade here. This is a matte camel brown. Next, I'm going in with this shade here. This is kind of satiny shimmer shade. So I'm going to go in there and apply that on the outer to kind of the inner half of the eye. Just a tad of fallout here. I'm going to deepen it just a bit, just to get a little bit more color. I played around with this a little bit last night, and I found that with these shades, they are very buildable, which is great, but they don't have a ton of pigment when you first apply it, similar to, say, a Natasha Denona palette or a Pat McGrath palette or something like that, that has that intense pigment when you first apply it to the eyelid. This is very different. It is buildable, which for me, I like that. I'm next gonna go in with this shade here. And you notice I haven't changed my brush. I haven't really needed to. So I'm going in on the inner kind of third of the eye here and just applying that there. It's really pretty, very beautiful, very neutral, but it accentuates the eye color very well. Specifically for my shade of eyes, I have kind of like that green blue, almost hazel eye in a way. Sometimes they pull, I don't even know what color they are, y'all. Let's just get real. Okay, so that is the day look. I really like how this eyeshadow is. It's really pretty, sophisticated. Blends in super well. That took no time at all, honestly, kind of like your Woman on the Go eyeshadow palette in a lot of ways. Now I'm just going to add my Goss Precious Opal Essential Eye Kohl Pencil. This is what it looks like here. It's almost kind of like a bronzy color. I feel like it transfers on the eye more of a richer browny black. So I did the top and the bottom. You can really see how it pops out, and I really like that. I really like this eyeliner for the waterline. Now I'm not sure how long this will wear, just for the fact that this liner is so soft. So soft. I'm gonna add some mascara and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, this is the final look for daytime. I really like this. The shimmer is very mature, not a ton of fallout or anything like that. I feel like this is very wearable from a day-to-day perspective. If you're going to work, if you work in a corporate office, if you're, you know, a professional, definitely so. If you're a mom, this would be perfect just for every day. Oh my goodness, it just brightens the eyes and really kind of makes them pop in a way. I really like that. I put on my Chanel Le Volume de Chanel mascara to finish the look. So this is for a day. Now we're going to amp it up a bit, y'all. Or as you probably saw, there is a black in here. Now, I'm not going to use black in the crease just because I personally probably won't go out with a super smoky eye. But what I really want to do is deepen it with these two colors because I feel like these are more neutral in tone. And I can use that black to create this really pretty wing or intense eyeliner, which I would more likely prefer, you know, other than throwing some black in the crease. So that's just my personal taste and opinion. Y'all do with it what you wish, of course, but I think that that would be really pretty and it would accent the eyes really well. I also want to use this topper shade to see how that goes. I have used it a few times and at first, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so let's go in with the black and deepen up the crease first to get this into a night, kind of an evening look. So I'm going to go in, I think, with this shade here. It's kind of a almost copper rust shade, which I think is so pretty. It's a very pretty tone. It is a shimmer, so it just blends really well with the other shades I've already applied. And you notice how I just added that on top of the other ones that I've done, and it blends really well, you guys. See how that's even deeper than the other one already? All right, I'm going to go in with this kind of camel color that we used initially and just going on top of that right here in the crease and just patting that in so I can get some color payoff there. Go in a little bit more. And then going in, I'm just kind of going in between these two shades here just to see how deep I can get this. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really pretty. Now, let's see, I'm gonna go in just a little bit more. Very minimal fallout, just a little bit. It's not, you know, it's not perfect to where it's not falling out at all, but I mean, eyeshadow falls out, y'all. It does. I mean, just clean it up a little bit. Yeah, I like that intensity, I think. I'm gonna do the other eye. Be right back. Now I'm taking just a smudger brush here and I'm gonna go under the eyebrow just to highlight the brow bone. Right there. This is a great brow bone color, you guys. I feel like he incorporated just a lot of the shades that if you are in need of just the basics from a makeup perspective for the eyes, this does it, guys. I'm telling you. I also feel like there's different techniques that you can use for each of these shadows. So using the black as an eyeliner, you know, I mean, I just feel like you could definitely use it in different ways, if that makes sense. So I'm just carving this out. I'm going to try to wing this out. Not a super sharp wing, but kind of doing it so it's a little bit of a wing from a shadow perspective. And I'm going to wet my brush now to see how that works. Did mess up just a bit, so I'm just taking some makeup remover and putting it on a brush and that is kind of like my little wing I did with the black shadow. I've been really practicing this wing thing. I just take the angle brush, and maybe if you guys are interested, I'd love to do a video on how I do the wing. But I just took the brush and kind of angled it up and did that. And then if I mess up, I just put some like micellar water on a little cotton pad and clean it up by just taking it and cleaning up the edges. And then I'll make it more defined with a little bit of concealer later. So that's essentially what I do. I've been practicing. I'm not an expert by all means, but I can show you what I've learned if you guys are interested in that. I'd love to show you. I'm going to do the other eye and I'll be right back. All right, now we're going to go in with this topper shade here. And I have to be honest, when I initially tried the topper shade, it wasn't like I was in love at first sight. It was difficult to work with. I was trying to figure it out. I was like, it's all chunky, not like the rest of the palette, which is super sophisticated and chic and very classy, very classy. This shade has grown on me some though. So what I've done to use this shade is I put my finger in it, and it's really pretty. It's like the Celestial Glitter Topper shade. I take this, and very technical, guys, very technical. And I just pat. Now, what I was having issues with before is I kind of pat like this, is that the glitter would kind of just stick to one place and not go everywhere. So it looked very chunky, if that makes sense. So I just put it on kind of the inner corner and right here, just to give some pizzazz to the eye. See, that looks a lot better than chunky glitter. I'm not all about chunky glitter, guys. It's just not for me, personally. That was one thing that I had to learn about this palette, is that I just didn't know how to use the shade, honestly. And so my first impressions of it were not very good. They weren't. They were not good. Okay, I'm going to do the other eye now. And I'm just patting it on like that. Now, I think this shade is beautiful if you just know how to use it. So I think with that, it just took me a little bit of time to figure it out. Add a little bit more mascara, because you always need a little more mascara for the glam night, right? And I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I cleaned up the eye. I added a leather jacket, some gloss. I'm using the Wayne Goss Antique Rose. That's the gloss I have on top of his lipstick in Orchid and his lip liner in Mauve, which are both beautiful. And I love the kind of black eyeliner little wing. I mean, it's not too much, but just enough to kind of give it a little pizzazz. I don't know. I'm just your everyday girl that loves to amp it up a little bit sometimes in the evening and then feel good, you know? I just feel like it kind of gives you a little bit more confidence and, I don't know, a little more pizzazz in a way, you know? Something to just make you feel good, y'all. Okay, let's go over the palette and my thoughts about it. I would say these are more like, not first impressions, but not final thoughts, if that makes sense. I really love this palette. I think it's a great palette if you're looking for amazing neutrals that are easy to blend, take no time at all. This palette's no fuss, and I personally like that. Being a mom of two, usually there's not much time to get ready in the mornings, things like that. This is perfect to wear to work in a corporate environment if you're a professional or whatnot, wearing a suit. Perfect for that. It's also perfect if you want to go out on a date night and wear a leather jacket. Why not? It's very versatile. It's very nice. I do like it. Now this shade, this Celestial shade here, where are you? This Celestial shade here was quite, it took me a little bit of time to learn, but once I learned how to apply it, it definitely is beautiful. It looks gorgeous on, and it's a topper. So for me, I like having that option to kind of give a little, you know, just a little oomph to your look. I love the shimmers in this palette. They're very mature, very sophisticated, they blend into each other very well, and I feel like a lot of these shades are somewhat foolproof. I wouldn't say all of them are. Like that Celestial shade took me a while, guys. But a lot of them are in the way that they're formulated, just for the fact that you can blend these together very, very well. Who would I recommend this palette to? This is your everyday palette that can be worn day to night. You can amp it up. You can wear just one shade and throw an eyeliner on, or you could, you know, use them all. Use all the shades. I honestly think any person would really enjoy this palette. I really do. Now, if you are a color lover and love only using colors and things like that, this palette probably wouldn't be for you, because this is not all color. This is all neutral. But it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, and I actually really enjoy it. So I do have some thoughts about the eyeliner, because I did use this last night, and when I was trying to do a wing with the eyeliner. I don't think that's what this eyeliner is for. And I have to be fair, because if it's not really made to do a wing, that's not fair to the eyeliner, right? I think what this eyeliner though is for, this eyeliner is for smudging. It is the softest eyeliner, you guys. So soft. I've already had to sharpen it twice since I got it yesterday. So just an FYI, I love the shade. I think it's a very unique shade. I wouldn't say it's the best eyeliner I've ever used, just for the fact that I personally don't like something that's super emollient and smudgy, because I do have hooded eyelids, and usually I get a lot of transfer from here to there to the top of my eyelid. Now with the actual black shade so far, I haven't had any transfer at all, so that's good to know. I will continue to use this and let you know my thoughts. I'm on the fence with this so far. $14, not too bad for an eyeliner, but I don't know yet. I don't have solid thoughts about this yet. I'll let you know. Okay, y'all, that is From Day to Night with the new Wayne Goss palette, and I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know your thoughts down below, what you think of the palette. What are your thoughts about it? Overall, pretty good here. So far so good. I will continue to use this, continue to share my thoughts about it, give you feedback and update you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at JustGlowFirefly. I tend to use a lot of different products within my stories too that I've recently purchased or gotten, and I really enjoy doing that, because it's so fun and being able to show you like on the daily what I'm using. So I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing and commenting and just liking. It just means so much to me. You guys have no idea. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye, y'all.